Hello, everybody. How are you doing this fine? Well, I mean, didn't we just leave here? Had to come back on here. It's 8:13, Sunday, December 8th, 8:13 p.m. And this just in. Jay-Z has been named. He has been named um in a lawsuit against P. Diddy. Now, interestingly here, this lawsuit already had been filed in October, like 2 months ago. This lawsuit was already filed. And it was the lawsuit that named, it was Busby, Tony Busby. It was the lawsuit that named a 13-year-old Jane Doe plaintiff. So let me pull it up. I have it here. Yeah, look at this. Sean Combs, Daddy's House Recordings, Bad Boy, Bad Boy, Bad Boy, Bad Boy. And look at that. Doe's 1 through 10 and Sean Carter. Okay, so here we go. So as you can see up here, this is the first amended complaint. Like I told you earlier, this is an amendment to a lawsuit that has already been filed. Okay. Defendant. Okay, so I think, yeah, okay. Wow, look at this. First paragraph. Defendant Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, PD. Love. I don't call him that though. That's fake news to me. Along with his longtime friend and collaborator, Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, drugged and R-word a 13-year-old girl at an after party following the 2000 Video Music Awards, aka VMAs. This is year 2000, a long time ago, 25 years ago, or 24. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Okay, so I'm feeling like the other celebrity must have settled. Because what I'm thinking is, I mean, I haven't read this lawsuit yet, but what I'm assuming is Jay-Z has to be the one that Busby, that's suing Busby. Remember, there's like a high profile male individual that's suing Busby, but he's suing as a John Doe. It's making me feel like this lawsuit's making me feel like it's Jay-Z. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs and Jay-Z took turns assaulting this minor. Many others were present at the after party, but did nothing to stop the assault. So many others were there. Nobody helped her. Combs has been allowed for years to conduct himself in this manner without any consequences. He believes he is above the law. He is not. His close friend, Sean Carter, has been with Diddy during many such instances described herein. Both perpetrators must face justice. For decades, Diddy abused, M-worded, R-worded, assaulted, threatened, and coerced women, minors, and others for his own sexual gratification, to assert dominance, and to conceal his abhorrent conduct. He accomplished these acts by and through a criminal enterprise built on his success as a rapper, record producer, and record executive. Combs is one of the wealthiest musical artists in the world. Shout out to Rabbit in the chat. She said, ran as quick as I could. I was surprised you didn't go live before me. Combs is one of the wealthiest music artists in the world. Behind the facade of being a 3-time Grammy Award winner, discovering and developing multiple famous musical artists, and ranking on Forbes' list of the highest paid entertainers in the world. There existed something sinister, a dark underbelly of crime, S word, trafficking, and forced labor, kidnapping, bribery, and prostitution. Combs is a menace to society, women and children. While his wealth has kept him above consequences for years, Combs now faces the awesome power of the American judicial system and ultimately a jury of his peers who will be asked to punish him for his deplorable conduct described herein. Woo! Lord. Okay, so I think the businesses, we've read this many times. Combs's business enterprise is central to the pervasive acts of assault and abuse committed by him. Okay, so they just loop in all the businesses. On the surface, each of these businesses served a legitimate purpose related to entertainment, music, and other subjects. But in reality, Combs, by and through himself and his agents, employees, and contractors, used these businesses to assault, abuse, threaten, and coerce hundreds of individuals through quid pro quo schemes, as well as to take advantage of individuals with impunity, thinking the victims would never have any recourse. Combs and his agents, employees, contractors through his businesses would tell victims, this is what it takes to be famous. What are you willing to do to become a star? And quote, perform this SUL act or else. In exchange for the victim performing a non-consensual act for the gratification of Combs and his cohort. They participated in, allegedly, according to this lawsuit, among other activities, trafficking, forced labor, so slavery, interstate transportation for the purposes of prostitution. We have coercion, enticement to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, obstruction of justice. So then Busby goes on to lay out a lot of the things that Diddy has been accused of, convicted of, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, for example, for years, he engaged in persistent and pervasive pattern of abuse toward men, women, minors. The abuse was at times verbal, emotional, physical, and SUL. As part of the pattern of abuse, he manipulated both men and women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of SUL activity with both commercial S workers and unsuspecting partygoers. Combs ensured participation from these individuals by, among other things, obtaining and distributing narcotics to them, with or without their knowledge, controlling their careers, leveraging his financial support, and threatening to cut off the same, and using intimidation, violence, and illicit substances. Okay, so then we go through every single one, right? 24, July 24, September 24, September 24, right? We're just going and going and going and going. Okay. Who are the parties? Plaintiff is Jane Doe, is a female, and she resides in Alabama. Diddy, a male who resides in New York City at the MDC in Brooklyn. On information and belief at all relevant times, he owned and or controlled Bad Boy Entertainment Holdings, Productions, Books Holdings, Records LLC, all that. The facts of Combs' ownership and titles at the Combs corporations enabled and conspired with him to commit the unlawful violence against plaintiff. Okay. The parties. So they're naming all of the businesses, Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Productions. Okay, so now we're to the Sean Carter part on page 12. Defendant Sean Carter is a male who maintains residences in both New York and LA. He is more commonly known by his industry name of Jay-Z. Carter was identified in plaintiff's original complaint. Yes, I knew it. As Celebrity A. So he was Celebrity A. We did read this lawsuit. Prior to the filing of this amended complaint, Carter, that's Jay-Z, received a letter from Tony Busby requesting a mediation to resolve this matter. Upon present information and belief, Jay-Z responded to the letter by not only filing an utterly frivolous lawsuit, called it, I knew it. Jay-Z is the one that sued Busby. Upon present information and belief, Jay-Z responded to the letter not only by filing an utterly frivolous lawsuit, but also, oh my God, y'all, please, this is groundbreaking, but also by orchestrating a conspiracy of harassment, bullying, and intimidation against plaintiffs' lawyers, their families, employees, and former associates in an attempt to silence plaintiff from naming Jay-Z. This effort was meant to scare plaintiff and to discredit her lawyer. Oh my God, y'all. Okay, look, the reason I'm taking this so seriously and I'm like freaking out like this in this way is because I remember, y'all, I don't even think it was 6 freaking months ago. Maybe it was. I posted a video about a lawsuit that named Jay-Z in it. And one of the allegations in the lawsuit was that Jay-Z specifically was orchestrating a harassment conspiracy. And I read there was a few videos. Put a one in the chat if you remember. Put a one in the chat if you remember. There was a few lawsuits I read, and it was like, oh, it was like in 2020, if you would have talked about these lawsuits, you were kicked off the freaking internet. Your accounts were deleted and stuff. I posted a video about this lawsuit a while back. Definitely within like the last year. And Jay-Z was named in it. The video completely got deleted. No warning, no nothing, all because I showed a public court document on screen. Like it was like somebody was really going above and beyond to get the freaking video down. So I made another video again and completely blurred out that part of the lawsuit, which was and still remains today to be public. Y'all are staying one. Thank you. Thank you. Because they'll be trying to gaslight out here. Right. Y'all remember. Okay. So now we have Tony Busby. Whatever your feelings on the man, he is a respected individual in his profession, and he is a lawyer, and he is saying the same stuff. He's saying the same stuff that 3 years ago you would have got like lost your freaking YouTube account for saying, okay? Okay, look, orchestrating a conspiracy. This is Tony Busby saying Jay-Z did this. Jay-Z, according to Tony Busby, quote, orchestrated a conspiracy of harassment, bullying, and intimidation against Tony Busby's lawyers, against Tony Busby, and against Tony Busby's families, employees, former associates, to try to silence the plaintiff from naming Jay-Z. That effort failed. Indeed, plaintiff chose to file this amendment as a result of Jay-Z's behavior, the egregious conduct perpetuated by him. So I'm also wondering where those goons Jay-Z's. Remember, I was like, this ain't Diddy, this is something else. I still stand by it feels like Fed's behavior. But what if it was Jay-Z trying to collect dirt on, who can he pay off? I don't know. It feels like, could that have been part of the campaign? I don't know. Okay. Each of the Combs corporations aided and abetted in committing unlawful violence against plaintiff. Okay, et cetera, et cetera. All right, let's get to the factual allegations. On or around September 7th, 2000, plaintiff, okay, so we're in the year 2000, and we're talking about a 13-year-old little girl. Okay, so again, we have already read this lawsuit on this channel, but I am sure there are going to be some new facts here. So some will probably sound familiar, and we're probably also going to get some new stuff. Okay. September 7th, 2000, plaintiff, then 13 years old, had a friend drive and drop her off near Radio City Music Hall in New York City so she could try to attend the VMAs. Attending the VMAs was on her bucket list and she believed she could gain entry. So, 13 years old, she wants to go to the VMAs. She arrived at the venue and saw large crowds gathering as artists and entertainers began arriving. She was very excited. As the event began, much of the crowd moved inside, but plaintiff, without a ticket, remained outside with others and watched the VMAs on a jumbotron. Okay. Determined to get into the VMAs or at least get into an after party, she approached several limousine drivers parked nearby and attempted to talk her way into either. So she's 13 years old by herself, approaching limousine drivers, asking them if they could get her into the VMAs or an after party. One of the limousine drivers she spoke to claimed to work for Diddy. The driver told her that Diddy liked younger girls, and he said that she, quote, fit what Diddy was looking for. And while not allowing her into the awards, the driver invited her to an after party. Okay, so she finally, knocks on one lucky, lucky for her, she knocks on one limousine and it's Diddy's driver. And he's like, oh, yeah, he likes young girls. Why don't you come to the after party? I can't get you in the VMAs, but you want to come to the after party. The driver stated that he had to drive Diddy and others to the after party first, but instructed plaintiff to return to his location after the event and he would pick her up and take her to the after party. Later that evening, she excitedly returned to the same location and waited for what seemed to her to be a long time. The driver eventually returned and drove her to what he described as the after party. After approximately 20 minutes, plaintiff arrived at what she believed to be a large white residence with a gated U-shaped driveway. Okay, so the limousine driver finally comes back, picks her up, and drives her back. As she says, she feels like she was waiting quite a long time. She gets driven back to this house that she believes is a large white residence with a gated U-shaped driveway. Once inside, two men asked this little girl who's 13, two men asked her to sign a document which she did not read, but which she now believes to have been a non-disclosure agreement. Again, she's 13, so I'm not even sure that's like enforceable. She was told that she could not discuss what happened at the party. She gave the men her name and signed the form, but she did not receive a copy. Inside the building that she believes was a residence, she recognized many celebrities as she entered what appeared to be a large living room or a foyer containing a large crowd. So she notices people there that are, famous. She attempted to mingle in the crowd and talk to several of the celebrities that she recognized and who she wanted to see at the VMAs. Wait staff circulated through the room carrying trays of drinks, and loud music played throughout this seemingly residence. Plaintiff observed widespread, substance use, including MJ and Coca-Cola. If you know what I mean. You can read it on the screen right there. After attempting to talk to numerous celebrities, she accepted a drink from one of the waitresses circulating the crowd. The drink was a reddish yellow mixture that tasted like orange juice, cranberry juice, and something bitter. After drinking just a portion of that drink, she began to feel woozy and lightheaded, making her need to lie down. A photograph of an actual exemplary container. Now, remember, Tony Busby used to, I think, only have one picture of these. Now he's got two. Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering. I mean, there's so many things I've read here. Okay, so a photograph of an actual container used by him and his agents to insert the into the drinks. This is the container. Okay, this Next part is really bad and rough and sad. Paragraph 51, looking for a place to rest. Plaintiff walked, she's 13 years old. She's woozy. She's been drinking. She's with celebrities. She's at this place. Apparently, according to her. I wasn't there. I don't know. It's year 2000. Looking for a place to rest, she walked down what appeared to be a hallway containing several rooms off of it. She entered what appeared to be an empty bedroom so she could lie down for a moment. She did not lock the door. This room contained only a large bed with no furniture of any kind, television, or other furnishings. Okay, I don't know if this is the first time I'm reading this, but it definitely feels like it. It's just the only thing in the room was a bed. No furniture, no TV, no furnishings. Soon after, Diddy entered the room along with defendant, oh my God, y'all, Jay-Z, and a female celebrity. Who was it? The VMAs 2000. Diddy entered the room with, see, in my mind, for some reason, I was thinking in my mind, I was like, okay, it has to be Ashton Kutcher and J-Lo. I don't know why. I think someone must have just put that in my mind from a YouTube video or something. But soon after the girl lays down in the bedroom, she's woozy. She's 13 years old. Diddy comes in the room, according to this lawsuit, comes in the room with Jay-Z and a female celebrity. Plaintiff immediately recognized all three of them. So who's the female celebrity B? That's what I want to know. Combs aggressively approached plaintiff. So Diddy aggressively approaches her with a, quote, crazed look in his eyes, grabbed her and said, "You are ready to party." Like, not are you ready? It wasn't a question. It's a statement. You are. Like, because she was like on the, presumably because she's in the state that she was in by that point. Combs then threw this 13-year-old toward a wall, according to the allegation at paragraph 54, causing her to fall. She got up and she stumbled, at which point Diddy grabbed her again and threw her on the bed. At that point, oh my God, Jay-Z began removing her clothes as she grew more and more disoriented. And y'all, I'm not saying this happened, all right? I'm reading it from the paragraph 54 at page 16, okay? I wasn't there, innocent until proven guilty. I know these people like to sue. I am reading from a publicly filed document, and I ain't even the first one to do it, okay? But this lawsuit says, this amended complaint says that this girl, she's 13, she's in the bed. Diddy throws her against the wall. You are ready to party, throws her up against a wall. And then at that point, she starts getting stripped down by Jay-Z. And there's another female celebrity in the room. At that point, she begins to feel more and more disoriented. She was held down by Jay-Z, according to paragraph 55, as he R-worded her, while Combs and celebrity B watched. After Jay-Z was done, he stepped back toward the wall, and then Combs took his turn while celebrity B watched. Then Combs knocked the plaintiff down and attempted to force more things upon her, but she fought back, standing up quickly, punching out at the same time, hitting Diddy in the neck. Taken aback, he stopped his attempt. When Diddy backed away in surprise, this little 13-year-old girl grabbed her clothes and her shoes and she ran out of the bedroom, holding her dress in front of her like a towel. She ran around the residence until she found the front door and was able to leave the party. And although there were other guests still at the party, no one appeared to take notice of her distress, nor did they attempt to help her. Once outside, plaintiff put her clothes back on and left the scene in the dark. She attempted to retrace the route taken by the limo driver. She kept running until she reached a gas station she noticed on the way to the party. A female clerk noticed her distress and allowed her to use the phone. And I do remember reading this part. She called her dad, admitted that she had lied about her whereabouts, and asked him to pick her up. Her father arrived to pick her up shortly before dawn. After the assault, plaintiff fell into a deep depression, which continues to affect every facet of her life. She suffers from PTSD and a seizure disorder caused by stress and trauma. She has had difficulty maintaining normal relationships, which does not surprise me, and lives largely withdrawn from society. Whoo! Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Thank you, Fingy, for gifting that one membership and then another one. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. So, I mean, there are some articles, some reporting. We did read the lawsuit already, but I do think there's some kinds of statements that have been made. Like I think Jay-Z might have said some stuff back. So let's read the Variety magazine article. Jay-Z named with Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs and SA lawsuit. Jay-Z calls claims idiotic. Okay, so Jay-Z has referred back to these claims as idiotic in a quote, fiery response. Jay-Z, aka Sean Carter, was accused Sunday in a civil lawsuit of a 13-year-old girl in 2000 with Sean P. Diddy, Puff Daddy Combs. The accusation comes from an anonymous Jane Doe. In a fiery response on Sunday afternoon, Jay-Z claimed his lawyer was sent blackmail surrounding the allegations from attorney Tony Busby in an effort to pressure him into settling out of court. Jay-Z went on to say that it had the opposite effect and instead inflamed Carter to expose his accuser for the fraud they are in a very public fashion. Ooh, so Jay-Z is threatening to expose the accuser for quote the fraud they are. I don't know what this I don't know what that okay. You have made a terrible Oh my god, this demon, y'all. Oh my god, this demon. Oh my god, he let them take full control of his body when he made that post. Quote, this is Jay-Z quote, "You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same." You know what his wife said? "Just know I roll with them goons in case you start acting familiar." These people from the Carters have never, ever pretended like they are moral, law abiding citizens. Never. Look at this quote. "You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same." Quote, "I'm not from your moral world," Jay-Z the demon says. And I rebuke it, and I rebuke. "I'm a young man." Oh, baby, sir, you knocking on 60, ain't you? You ain't young. "I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn." You and everybody damn else who made it out of Brooklyn and they not acting a damn fool. Sit down. Sit. Quote, "We don't play these types of games. We," who is we? Y'all, everybody from Brooklyn, put a 1 in the chat if you're from Brooklyn and Jay-Z does not speak for you, because what is this we nonsense shenanigan? "We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe that." Oh my God. Poor thing, y'all. Bless his heart. I know they teach him how to spell psychics in Brooklyn. Bless his heart. Jesus, Lord, help him. Amen. He put fake physics instead of fake psychics, and he's talking about Sloan Bella. I know it in my heart. Somebody tell Sloan Bella that she's a fake physics. Okay, somebody please. Somebody tell Sloan Bella she is a conspiracy I'm probably the conspiracy theorist. I'll take that. I'll take that one. And the fake physics is definitely Sloan. He meant to say psychics. He did not run this one through anybody. This was just angrily tweeted out into the ether, if you're asking me. I mean, I wasn't there. I'm a fake physic. Who wants fake physics merch? I'm a fake physic. Okay. I'm just getting a physic download from the mothership. Okay. Anyway, so he says fake physics will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. His response appears in full below. Diddy was jailed in the MDC September 16th, denied bail. One of the first assault lawsuits came from Cassie, privately settled the next day. Okay, here's his statement. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. So that's what he had calculated. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. Well, you might be giving over some pennies, baby boy, by the end of it. And it seems like the 99 problems, but it ain't one. You got one now. I think you might got one of them problem. I think you might got 100 problems now, if my math is correct. Whoop. These allegations are so heinous. I just made that one up on the fly, y'all. I didn't practice it before or anything. It would probably came out better. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Oh man. This poor baby. And y'all, this is who y'all put in charge of choosing who gets to be at the Super Bowl every year. I mean, I don't even think we should have him in charge of very much at all. I don't know if he should be in charge of his Dairy Queen order, because you think if the victims of Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Combs and Sean P. Diddy Puff Daddy Carter would be able to just walk up into the police station and file a criminal complaint, you don't think they would have just done that? It's the difference between filing a complaint with the police and a lawsuit complaint. But this poor, dumb, idiot, fool who just admitted openly he has no moral code. Bless his heart. And I know he ain't speaking for everybody in Brooklyn. He's trying to drag y'all's good name into this and make it seem like y'all are on his side. And I know you're not. And if you are, you're on the wrong channel. Goodbye. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? Oh, take a screenshot. I agree. Take a screenshot. These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I've done a bit of research on, was it his goons? Just know I roll with them goons. In case you start acting familiar, was it them goons? I've been thinking that this whole time. Is that the goons Beyonce is talking about? This kind of love, fall back. Jay-Z gonna do what he want to. Can't hit it. Okay, this lawyer who I have to. She could write a song, or whoever wrote that. They could do the song's got the song. I have no idea how you have become to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. This feels like a threat. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are noted for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press. I mean, I think she's of the age. How old is Blue Ivy? She's about 13 years old, isn't she? She's about the age that this victim purports to have been alleged. About the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and the greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. I doubt Tony Busby's suits are cheap. They look bespoke AF. Okay. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I am not from your moral world. That's clear. That's clear, and I rebuke. I'm a young man who made it out. You like you're knocking on 60. Made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict honor codes, strict codes and honor. We protect children. Who is we? I want to know who is the we. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me, not the seriousness. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. This feels like a threat. I'm sorry. Put a 1 in the chat. I already said put a 1. Put a 3, put a 3 in the chat. Put a 3 in the chat for threat. If this feels like a threat to you, put a 3 in the chat. I want to go to Tony Busby's Instagram account because he has lashed back. Man, 60 Minutes done posted. People are out here talking about this. Okay. Tony Busby. He's posted about being a Marine and it's like his uncle or his pawpaw or something. Did he take it down? Okay, here you go. Here, right here. Look. See this one? Oh, I'm gonna get to y'all super chats in just a minute. Okay. Look at this. See this? Recognize this guy? This is a picture of the weapons platoon commander, Alpha Company 1st Battalion, 4th Marines. Thank you for your service, Lieutenant A.G. Busby. I really do appreciate it. I don't know, y'all. I'm not from like a military family, so when I'm reading like all these military titles, I feel like I'm like cosplaying or LARPing or something. 1st Battalion, 4th Marines from our old Western Pacific cruise book. Despite a coordinated and aggressive effort. This is Tony Busby's Instagram 1 hour ago. Despite a coordinated and aggressive effort that has included harassing my kids, contacting my clients and former clients to encourage them to sue me, contacting my colleagues or former employees asking if I have abused them, showing up at my current employees' homes to harass them. Listen, I feel like is Jay-Z behind Lima? Tell me, did Jay-Z invest in Aura? That's what I want to know because I feel like I have dealt with the same things. Filing frivolous cases against me and my law firm, defaming me with outrageous assertions to anyone who will listen, and having mysterious people follow me and my family. All of these things have happened to me. Except I don't have a law firm, so they didn't obviously file a case against my law firm, but they did against my LLC, which is my business. People will see through this. Oh, he said, I'm still that guy, that Marine. I won't be bullied or intimidated. So he took it as a threat too. See, when I saw that, I look forward to showing you how different I am. I took it as a straight up, I roll with them goons. That's how I took it. I'm going to follow you. I'm going to hunt you down. I'm going to make sure you lose everything you freaking love, buddy boy. That's what I took Jay-Z to be saying. And I take Tony Busby to be saying, bring it, buddy boy, right back at you. Pew, 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 brah, brah. That's what I'm hearing both of them saying. That's how I'm interpreting it. Put a 4-4 in the chat if that's also how you're interpreting it. I won't be bullied or intimidated. People will see through this effort to discredit me and my clients, and the truth will be revealed, Tony, 1st Platoon Sergeant Busby had said. 4th Marine, 1st Platoon Weapon. I also won't allow anyone to scare my clients into silence. Sunlight is the best disinfectant, and I am quite certain the sun is coming. Okay. I mean, oh my God, somebody said the barbs. The barbs stand with you. Stay strong. Okay, let me read Chloe Maylos's. Okay, let me get to something else. Okay, what are y'all saying? Didn't Gross Joe say he couldn't been so bad on Diddy for a code honor since Diddy paid him millions. Big Joe say, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. New life plan. I actually don't remember what Big Joe said. What you're saying is ringing a bell, but I don't really remember. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. We might get some moral support in the come on stream in a moment. I mean, didn't Gross Joe say that he couldn't speak poorly of Diddy or his actions due to a code of honor? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Like, I don't snitch. I won't say nothing because of a code of honor. Yeah. Thank you for that $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Natasha P, for that $9.99 super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you, Magic 1969, for the $4.99. Throwing you a couple bucks because you work so hard. I think you're getting sick, but still working. I know. My throat is dry. I'm just like dehydrated. Thank you, Tara, for the 99-cent super sticker. Thank you, me, myself, and I, for the $1.99. Jay-Z is narcissistic gaslighting 101 in this. Look at that. Thank you, the Laterix, for the 14 knock super sticker. Thank you, Tina, for the $2 super chat. You are the hardest working YouTuber I know. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Jenny, for the $9.99. It's sick that no one did a thing for that poor child. I mean, on the one hand, 100% agree. And then on the other hand, or like on like half of one other hand, yeah, like half of one hand on the other side, it's like what probably some of them were on drugs. And so who knows even what faculties they were in, and who knows even like what same exact danger they would have been under. You know, it's like, who's in charge here? Who is in charge here? It's like, were Jay-Z and Diddy even really in charge? I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there. But true. I mean, it's difficult for me to imagine seeing this and not at least sneaking out the back to try to help her. You know, doing something. Man, there's so much stuff that's never going to come to light. There's so much stuff we're never going to hear about. You know what I mean? Thank you, Jake, for the $4.99. Days are by for HOV. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Kay. Bees, for the 99-cent super sticker. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Just need to drink more water, really. I'm just tired. It's like getting close to my bedtime. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Going down a rabbit hole, Jay-Z blackballed Maya. This is like vaguely ringing a bell too, this Maya story. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. So let me look up the NBC story of it. Y'all, they must be letting Chloe Malos move a little bit up from the Hollywood gossip ladder, because now they letting her report on a lawsuit every now and again. Look at that. They're moving our girl Chloe Mockingbird Malos right up the ladder. Jay-Z accused in a civil lawsuit of R, a 13-year-old, in 2000 along with Diddy. Jay-Z responded with a lengthy statement calling the allegations idiotic. Jay-Z, the star rapper, real name Sean Carter, anonymous accuser, Jane Doe. Assault happened when she was driven to an MTV Video Music Awards after party. MTV, VMAs come on MTV? Yeah. Not VH1, right? VH1 VMAs? MTV VMAs, yeah. Federal lawsuit originally filed in October. Texas-based attorney Tony Busby filed the suit, did not comment. Well, now he has commented. As you can see here. So we broke the news before Chloe. We broke the news over here before Chloe. Carter called the allegations idiotic. These allegations are so heinous. Spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. Oh, girl, look at this. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office. Oh my God, y'all. It didn't even freaking cross my mind. Are they going to name Jay-Z as a co-conspirator because of this lawsuit? I'm scared. Not really. I mean, it was just a figure of speech. But a spokesman for the U.S. Attorney's Office, the ones that's prosecuting Diddy, a spokesperson for the feds, declined to comment on whether the feds are pursuing the case. Like, they didn't say no. The feds didn't say, no, we're not pursuing the case about Jay-Z. And Jay-Z all but dared them to do that with his big ass mouth. Figuratively and, literally is up to your own determination. But file a criminal suit then. Woo, buddy. You ever heard to be careful what you wish for? Hold on, let me send this text. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office, Busby, has filed several lawsuits. All have withheld their complainants' names. This is the first suit. Which we did know, in which he has named another high-profile defendant. In a statement, legal representatives for Diddy called the suits shameless publicity stunts designed to extract payments from celebrities who fear having lies spread about them, just as lies have been spread about Mr. Combs. As his legal team has said before, Diddy has full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail that Diddy never SA'd or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor. Federal prosecutors in New York criminally charged him in September. Last month, they're in a process of potentially bringing, prosecutors said in a court hearing last month, which we did know because we covered, that they are in the process of bringing more charges against Diddy in a superseding indictment. Before the lawsuit was refiled Sunday, Carter received a letter from the plaintiff's counsel requesting a mediation to resolve this matter. Carter filed his own lawsuit against the accuser's attorneys. Yes, and we did read it, but it was like a unnamed high-profile anonymous individual or whatever. You have made a terrible error in judgment. I'm not from your world. I'm a man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play. Does Brooklyn only have one project, or he spelled that wrong too? I'm assuming that there's like several. It's just one. Somebody from Brooklyn, please tell me. Is it more than one project in Brooklyn? Is it just one? I'm from the project of Brooklyn. It was a borough, and within borough you can have project. I mean, I don't know. I'm from Louisiana. Okay, I don't know how it works in cities. We have very strict. Well, I mean, there's cities there, but I'm from the Bayou. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. The lawsuit. Okay, we read that. The lawsuit says a friend dropped her off. No, that's not true. Chloe May lost fake news. Put a 555 in the chat for fake news. We just read the lawsuit. What did the lawsuit say? What did the lawsuit say? Did it say a friend? No, it did not. Chloe obviously did not read the lawsuit before she put this NBC article out. I mean, how hard is it? I don't even do news. Okay. I'm a YouTube commentator. We can't get Chloe Maylos to do the freaking, can't give it a read through. Can't give it just a glance through, Chloe. It's not a freaking friend. No, it does not say that. It says that a limo driver dropped her off, which I think is a very important piece of the story because the criminal charges that are being levied against him are about conspiracy with people like bodyguards, limo drivers. A friend, one of her own friends dropped her off at the party, figured out how to get there. Chloe's stupid. She needs to get back to doing Hollywood gossip again. She couldn't even do that. She did not have a ticket. She approached various limousine drivers, Okay. Driver picked her up, 20 minutes, arrived. Okay, she got it right. Then had to sign a document she believed was a non-disclosure agreement. Did not receive a copy. Okay, so Chloe did get it right. I still think she's stupid, but she got it right. She was offered a drink, made her feel woozy. Shortly afterward, ready to party because she's re-outlining the thing. My only heartbreak is for my family, Jay-Z said. Okay, and there's Chloe. Entertainment correspondent. My God, so stupid. Okay. Kim, happy holidays. You're the only YouTuber my girlfriend and I agree on. Oh my God, that's so funny. Happy holidays. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat to you and your girlfriend. Because you deserve it, y'all. Keep me going these days. Love y'all, mean it. Oh, thank you, Mel. Thank you for the $19.99 super chat. I appreciate that. Okay, thank you, Julie. I'm 53, born in Brooklyn. Listen, that's a long time. 53, born in Brooklyn, I think you would know. There are project buildings in a variety of boroughs. I just heard something weird. I know. So, I mean, I didn't know this, but it just seemed like, I mean, I've never heard anyone say I'm from the project. It's not like somebody who's never even said that before. I've never heard anybody say I'm from the project. Like you would say like the project you're from. Like you would say I'm from the 9th Ward. I'm from the upper da da da. I'm from the da da da. I'm from the south side this. I'm from the da da da. Like you wouldn't say I'm from the project. Even I know that. And I grew up in a trailer on a bayou, girl. Frequent buyer, new money laundering expert, AUSA appeared in. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Art is a top way to launder money, Diddy Docket said. Jay-Z is a frequent art buyer, new money laundering expert, AUSA. Oh, is this the specific type of expert that they've been talking about, Diddy Docket? And thank you for that $5 super chat. Okay. There's the expert coming on. It's the money laundering AUS. Is that who Olga Zverovich is? Olga Zverovich? Is that who that is? Wow. Thank you for that $5 super chat and for that tip. Hi from Quebec. Hello, hello, hello. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. You make me, what do y'all say? Comme ça? Ça va? What y'all say over there? Comme ça? I forgot. You make me practice my English. Oh my God, girls. I love you, dude. Thank you so much for the $5 Canadian. BJ. No, I mean, I didn't say I was hood. I'm just saying like it's projects plural. It's not a single project. And I'm saying like I know that. Like it's like 99 problem. Oh, I think he has 100 problems now because he used to be and ain't one. And I think now he's got 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Maybe if it depends on what we classify. Sava. Right? Y'all laughing. Okay. He got 100 problems. 99 ain't no. It's one now. Just became one. Okay. Quebecois. What else? Professional nerd. Thank you so much for the $20. Here's from Marcy. Don't raise her. He's from. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. Preferred nerd. He's cooked as well, y'all saying. Oh, okay. Yes, I'm waiting for my surprise guest to come in. I did say that I needed my moral support quite a while ago, but I guess he didn't hear. It's Prem. Have you just been standing there waiting for me? No, I heard a noise like a few. Oh, you just walked in? Yeah. You want to come be on screen on the stream? Sure. Okay, we'll do like a Prem Q&A or something. There's this thing under there. That surprise guest. Yeah, it's Prem. That's my fiance. Just left your first stream, worked all day and missed it. Now I see you're live. Well, crap. I'm going to start from the beginning. Hubby, fiance, Prince Prem, Prince of YouTube.
What's up, guys? How are you doing?
Now's your chance to get your questions in for Prem. Hurry. Have you been watching this? Do you have thoughts?
Yeah, I was watching it and saging the house.
I smell the sage. It smells good. Were you saging it to keep Jay-Z's demons out of here?
Yeah.
This is a pretty color.
Oh yeah, I was like, I heard all that demonic BS and I was like, let me just sage the house, get this.
He said I'm not from your moral world. What does that mean?
I have no clue. Like, part of me feels like, that statement came from the attorneys, but then the other
half, all misspelled.
Again, this is a very sophisticated legal team. They might want to make it seem like it's coming from him. But I don't think anything's going to come out, especially considering that they filed lawsuits, against Busby. So it's not like, oh, he just randomly saw the lawsuit and tweeted that out, or whoever he gave that statement to.
So you think this could be just part of a larger, like, sophisticated media camp? Do you think that's kind of a threat? Like, if you're Tony Busby and you read that, statement that he made toward like Jay-Z made to Tony Busby, I interpreted that as a threat.
I think it is a threat. And I think the misspelling, again, before we start, let's get the disclaimers out of the way. All this stuff is alleged. We don't know what's going on the spot. And as BJ said, these people love to sue. So we're just giving our opinion, commentary on legal things going on. I think this is a really sophisticated operation. So that being said, you know, if the lawyer wouldn't put out a statement of threatening and being aggressive like that, so it could be a strategy to say, hey, put out a statement, misspell a few things, so it kind of seems like that, but send the message. It was pretty aggressive. No lawyer was going to put out that aggressive of a statement.
So whoever put it out, do you think it's appropriate to interpret it as a threat?
Oh, definitely. I think 100%. They're coming out hard and they're saying, we're going to come after you. And reading what Busby wrote, it's pretty clear they've already gone after him, you know, showing up at work, trying to find everything. Again, personally, I followed Busby over the years. I'm not the biggest fan of Busby overall, but that doesn't mean he's not right or what he's doing is not right.
It's not. He's allowed to sue on behalf of a client, and he's allowed to ask for a mediation before. Now, you know, let's say he doesn't have a lot of evidence. Let's say he has no evidence or something. Like, I do think there's a certain level of responsibility before making allegations, but I don't know what evidence he has and hasn't seen. I mean, he has those little vials.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that he has good evidence. Personally, in my belief, I do believe a lot of these things happened following the entertainment industry for the last few years, through you, with you, and just reading everything, listening to people from the industry, their stories. I believe all of this happened, in my opinion. I truly think the whole entertainment industry is built on doing things like this, you know. And then I'm reading Indian texts which talk about the chakras and all that and how they can be affected through things like this.
Right.
So I definitely believe all this stuff happened. I am just hoping that Busby does have the evidence and was not going out with half the evidence trying to get Jay-Z or other people to come to settlements. I believe that 13-year-old, I think it probably happened if she says it. I just hope that they have the evidence right, because this is going to be a huge deal, you know, just from overall protection. And Busby now has filed this back to show, you know, he got sued. So this is basically his countersuit without suing Jay-Z. This is his reply to that, you know. So I'm just
Did you see what he posted on his Instagram?
Who?
Busby.
Yeah, no, I saw that. He's ready for a fight. One thing I'll say about Busby is
64, the battalion platoon weapon commander, infantry, all his titles.
He isn't like, Busby is not like your normal lawyers. You know?
No, he's definitely abnormal.
And he's not like most typical lawyers, even the high profile, the outspoken ones, the ones that are out there on TV. They're not like this. This guy has a tank around him, you know. He's all about being this tough guy also. So I think it's a good matchup to see going on. I think this is the attorney, if what is being alleged is true. I think this is the attorney to take Jay-Z and his team on. But they are going after a very, very powerful organization, just overall. So it's going to be an uphill battle, and I hope that the truth comes out, because that's all we care about is the truth, you know?
Well, I mean, I care about like justice.
Yeah, justice and truth.
Yeah. I hope that's that. I mean, unfortunately, what like it's starting to feel like is just has happened to so many, like probably millions of people, like anyone who ever tried to make it in Hollywood. It's probably not true, but it just feels like that right now. It feels like an overwhelming amount of people have experienced this. And it's like the chances they're all going to get justice just feels so slim. It just feels so unovercomable. But I feel like at least hopefully somebody gets justice. Some people feel like somebody goes away, and I don't feel like it's not enough. P. Diddy and Jay-Z isn't enough. It needs to be like a Lucian Grange and at least like 3 or 4 freaking JP Morgan bankers or something. Like, who's moving these people's money around? Who has the financial incentive to make these people need to be doing this stuff? Like, I mean, oh my God, it's just like you see all the parts of it. It's a human trafficking organization. And then and I'm not accusing any one specific person. Like you said, it's like the incentives and the system is set up to like have the people working like slaves,
and
whoever it is.
And the whole system is set up in order for something like this to go on for as many years as it has gone on. There has to be an organization behind it. It just doesn't happen. It's organized, and the prosecutors have alleged, P. Diddy being the head of this organization.
Right. You think that he's the head of this whole thing? Nobody's pulling P. Diddy's strings.
No.
P. Diddy has the access to the bank accounts and the money and is moving it.
I think he's a pawn. He's a very high pawn. I think there's stages and hierarchy to all this.
Yeah.
And I think in hierarchy, P. Diddy is really high. And Jay-Z too, just in the hierarchy of the entertainment industry, they're very high, but they're not at the top. Because if the people at the top never go down, the people at the top never go down. So hopefully with this, with the press it's generating, with the public interest, with everything coming to light, I'm hoping that some of these people that are above these guys go down also. So many people were involved in this, and hopefully a lot more of them are exposed, and a lot more of them are prosecuted, and they get in trouble for this. We've always talked about it in the entertainment industry. I'm not saying everyone, but most people have to be compromised. Like reading and listening to that line where the victim alleges that she was assaulted by these demons, and she's walking out and no one's really doing anything.
She was like running around looking for the door, holding clothes in front of her.
Yes, and no one's doing anything. Yeah, there's a lot of reasons. Like you said, they might have been on substances. A lot of things might have been going on. But also, most of these people in the entertainment industry are compromised. This election showed differently, where it didn't matter, but in just a regular normal course, when someone has a huge following, and all these celebrities end up having huge followings, it is very important to control them. And so if these people who are the kingmakers are making these celebrities, they compromise them, they abuse them, and then they make them the abusers. So these people don't talk up. That's why no one talks, no one speaks up.
Everybody's got a tape somewhere.
Everyone has a tape. My personal belief is that
they have to have a tape to get a record deal or something.
Yeah, basically, you have to have a tape to get a record deal.
People are like, yep, blackmail, yep.
That's the only way, because if they let just normal people become celebrities and have these huge followings, then
you said the term kingmaker, and it's an interesting term. I know that's not like it's just a saying, right? Like the person who gets to decide. But it's like, what if there were no kingmakers? Then you could just have kings popping up. Like you can't have like major powers rising up from a population. Yeah. As far as what the powers that be are concerned, they can't. That won't do.
Yeah, no, and that's why they got to control it from a financial perspective. A lot of these financial institutions, even governments,
exactly. Yeah.
we are in a supposed democracy, but it is controlled, and they can't let people get too big or too strong, because if they do, they can bring down governments. And, so yeah, it's pretty crazy. The whole entertainment industry is pretty nuts.
I'm going to do some of the super chats. Why would Jay-Z, thank you, Mississippi Girl, for the $4.99 super chat. Why would Jay-Z make a statement regarding the lawsuit, then delete it? Oh, did he already delete? I mean, Prim thinks it could be like the lawyers made that statement. I do not think so. Me and Prim disagree on stuff. He thinks that he can. I don't think so. I think Jay-Z got a case of the red ass and rage put some bullshit threats out, and his lawyers probably called him up and said, "What are you doing? Take it down, idiot." That's what I think.
No,
if he deleted it.
Again, I'm not saying his lawyers put out the statement. What I'm saying is it could be a possibility that it was coordinated.
It could be.
Because this isn't a lawsuit that just popped up. Jay-Z knew this was coming. His lawyers knew this was coming. This has been going on for weeks. They've been talking. They sued Busby, and they would have had to expect that the lawsuit was coming. So this isn't like, oh, they got surprised on Sunday night all of a sudden.
I don't think he's surprised.
So,
I think he's enraged, though, because, like, you can be prepared for something, but then once it happens and you're like, looking at your 13-year-old little girl who's like looking at TikTok and you're getting accused of some pretty bad stuff, like, there's really no way to really prepare for that, I think.
Yeah, but when you're at this high level of organization,
has he ever felt the full weight like he's feeling right now, even being this high?
No, but wouldn't it be easy to send out a statement and then say the lawyers had nothing to do with it and just keep it clean?
Listen, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying I don't think that's what's going on. But I could be. I don't know. I wasn't there.
And again, sometimes clients, as you know, don't listen to their attorneys. They want to go do whatever they want to do. So that being said, it could have been him, but the whole statement is absurd.
It's insane. Thank you, G Matt, for the $20 super chat. Sis, what a day for me to choose to take a break from the internet. Lord Jeebus. Sidebar, can't wait for my sweatshirt to arrive. Yes. Y'all make sure you get the They Lied merch. Tomorrow's the last day to order it, or is it today? Tomorrow. Thank you for the $20 super chat. He must have meant mortal world. He's not part of the mortal world. Yes, he is. He's going to learn it too. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Seek thought. Jay ain't do that. I don't believe this one. It's a threat in terms of you can't throw smut on my name and face no consequences. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I mean, I think he probably did do it, but we're going to have to see the evidence to know. Either way, you could be right. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Mississippi Girl. Mims just read the lawsuit Jay-Z filed against Busby. Jay-Z mentioned SA. Yes, and we have read that one over here on this channel before as well. Jay-Z does mention that. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Kitty, soft pause, BJ and Prem. Love both of your perspectives. Thank you for the $1.99 super chat and the nice comment. Just how often do you sage? And did you sage more aggressively than normal for this person not of the moral world? I think he's of the moral world. I think he just climbed a tree playing the leprechaun, y'all. I mean, not everybody is as powerful as what they would want us to believe. But Prem, that's a question for you.
I sage periodically, and then I sage whenever some demonic stuff is going on, or whenever I'm home and BJ's talking about demons and demonic stuff. Just trying to keep those energies cleansed out of here. Having good flow energy here, keeping it clean. I did sage a lot.
I didn't expect there to be demonic stuff come. I did not expect a man to say, "I'm not from your moral world" in a press release statement in response to getting sued for doing something to a 13-year-old. Okay. I never expected to read, I'm not from your moral world. I'm like, what is this?
Is
Thanos?
moral or mortal?
He said moral.
So moral, well, he's not.
Clearly. I just didn't expect him to be so outright about it. I didn't expect him to say it like that, but then that's what I said. Maybe I should, because Beyonce said, just know I roll with them goons in case you start acting familiar.
Yeah, no, these are some powerful people. And, you know, people always say, why hasn't anyone spoken up before? And people have. And again, allegedly, people have filed lawsuits and that have been thrown out by judges. These are some powerful people, well resourced, well connected.
He gets to pick who gets to be on the Super Bowl. He got Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar beefing.
Who would you like to be on the Super Bowl?
I'm biased because I'm from Louisiana. So I would like it to be Lil Wayne. But I'm biased. I honestly think that Lil Wayne, Lil Boosie, and the Louisiana rappers are being very like mature and like I think, you know, yeah. Congratulations, Kendrick Lamar, but I'm biased because I'm from Louisiana and I think it should be Lil Wayne. Also, I'm a millennial. You know, that's what we grew up with in like our first cars and stuff. We had our like Wayne mixtapes and stuff, you know. Okay. And thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Chicken feet. Y'all have funny names, please. She went to the hospital, right? Might be a record. I don't know who went. I don't know what that means, but thank you for the $2 super chat. Virginia Thornton became a member. Busby got the salesman smile, smoking a cigar on his Insta. Reminds me of the PBD folks. Can't trust him. Hope he gets the bank account drained. I know he's a red bar type. Listen, Busby could be sleazy. And I do think a lot of like, you know, this type of plaintiff's attorney, they do have to kind of be a little bit sometimes. Busby could be a bad person or whatever, but that's not really the point. And thank you for the $9.99 super chat. I think for me, the point is what's the truth and what's going to be justice for the victims. And clearly justice for the victims ain't going to be if Jay-Z unalives them or threatens them into silence.
I do think Busby, personally, in my opinion, I do think Busby is sleazy, but that doesn't mean that these people are not victims or these people do not deserve justice. I feel that a lot of lawyers like this because of the work that they do. They end up being sleazy. They end up, you know, and again, at the end of the day, they also are trying to get a payday. So they act in certain ways and stuff like that. I am not the biggest Busby fan.
And also, though, like I've been on the other side of a lawsuit where like the lawyers on the other side are freaking demons. They're relentless. They're horrible. They're below the belt. They will lie. They will cheat. They will do whatever. They will let somebody file a false freaking statement, 2 of them. They'll keep filing the false statement even after they know it's false. And it's like sometimes you need someone who knows how to fight against that level of evil. Like us out here singing Kumbaya ain't going to get it.
And no, that's why I was saying Busby actually is a good match for, as Jay-Z and them say, they're the goons, you know, for them. I do believe Busby is a good match. He might be sleazy and I might not be a huge fan of him, but I do think for this battle, he is good opponent to take them on.
Yeah.
You know, so from that sense, I do think he's good. And again, there's going to be a lot of Jay-Z fans. There's going to be a lot of all these celebrities. One thing, like, I want to tell everyone, and it's just for the most part, most of your celebrity role models, they are not what they seem. They've been propped up, and you know, the Jay-Z fans are going to say, no, this is not, this can't be. Busby's trying to go get him. And we do not know. We'll have to wait until it goes to court and all that evidence comes out to find out what the truth is. But most of these celebrities are complicit. And, you know, Jay-Z and P. Diddy might have been at the top of this, or in the top tier of this pyramid and still not at the top. But there's other celebrities out there, you know, that took advantage, that even these people could have taken advantage of. And then they, in order to continue the cycle, took advantage of the next generation and next generation. I think a lot of celebrities are going to be complicit. It might come out or might not come out. And I think this is where people, again, it's your choice, do as you please. I'm a big believer in that, but you got to let the fandom go and just look at the industry, look at the fact patterns. If you look at the fact patterns, in my opinion, it's very hard for these people to be celebrities without being compromised. You know, I believe most celebrities are compromised, and that doesn't mean that they're all bad. Well, that also comes to a moral compass of deciding, do you think being compromised, now you're bad or you're a bad person? But some of these people might not even be that bad. They just wanted the fame, you know, and they went along with it. But most of these people are compromised, and because they're compromised, they witness stuff, they've participated in stuff. So be ready, you know, as Cat Williams said.
I don't know.
2024.
That is what Cat Williams said. Well, 2024 is quickly closing upon us, around us.
And 2025, this is a prediction based on my readings and my listenings to Indian stuff. 2025 is about to even be a crazier year. According to
Indian Stuff,
TM. Indian
Stuff says
2025, the planets are going to be causing a lot of upheaval.
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Alicia. Someone said, the later X said, for the wedding.
Thank you. We appreciate
20 that. Knock for the wedding. JK is knock. It's like $2.
Listen, $2. And after YouTube takes it off, it's more than it takes in the fun.
Thank you, Michelle, for the $4.99 super sticker. DC, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Damon. I like turtles too. Very cute. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I am starting to get tired, so y'all better get your questions in right now. Someone had Indian food last night, and they could eat it daily. Could you eat Indian food every day, Prim?
Drum roll. I think for the first 18 years of my life, I did eat it every single day.
Ha ha. Someone said your voice is so relaxing.
The first time I went out to a sit down restaurant to go eat was when I was 16 or 17 years old. Before that, I had never been to...
You never had been to a restaurant to eat?
Like a real restaurant. I'd been to McDonald's, Burger King, like fast food and those...
What about like Palace of Asia for somebody's wedding?
Well, but that's not a sit-down restaurant.
I see.
You know, like actual... But that would have been Indian also.
True. They weren't going to ask you how you wanted your steak.
Yeah, the first time I went to an American restaurant sit down was when I was 16 years old.
Which restaurant was it?
Outback. And I did not know. I had never had a steak before. I didn't even know how you're supposed to order a steak. And I ordered steak well done.
What'd you think about it?
I hated steak after that for a while. And then I started eating Wagyu.
Oh my God, Prim, you're so funny.
And then I became super into steaks. And now I'm a vegetarian.
But you make the best steaks. That's the irony. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. New life plan. The courts did not provide justice for my former boss that abused me but he lost all his companies this week for things I shouted from the rooftops. I hate when that happens, but you know what? I do love when the justice finally comes. Karmic justice comes around. Thank you for the $9.99.
Yep. And I think that's something that everyone should take. Like, we always don't get justice. The legal system is not just. I've seen it personally ruin a lot of things in my life, and the legal system just being messed up, judges not knowing. But one thing I've learned so far through all the life lessons is everything, you always get justice. It might not be in court. Karma is a bee, so it comes to get the people, and they will suffer and they will pay. And if they don't pay, their family, their kids will pay. But yeah, but the court system, I'm not a huge fan of.
Yeah, no, it's like a little bit like don't know how to act out there. Thank you, DC, for the $1.99 super chat. Bugsby is what's his name? Busby is a gangster, so he's the perfect lawyer. I don't know about that. I do not know, but thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I do hope he wins. I do hope he gets justice. Can Prim come back and read us Indian stuff about 2025 another time?
I'm really busy with work right now, and this was a late Sunday night, so that's why I was able to jump on.
But another time, like after.
That's what I was getting to.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were going to say no, and I didn't want you to.
No, so once I'm done with busy season of work, which is by end of this year, I'll be going on YouTube a lot more, and I'm planning on covering a lot of that type of stuff. And then also just I've had a pretty interesting journey myself, learning how to process emotions, dealing with all the stress, all the, staying calm and being in a good place. I've learned a lot of lessons and learned from a lot of great teachers. And I want to bring that knowledge out to everyone that I can to make their lives better, because it really helped me big time. So I will be coming on camera a lot more next year, discussing a lot of this stuff. Also, the crazy 2025.
The Indian stuff, quote, quote. Thank you for the $4 super sticker. Me, I'm so cute. Appreciate that. Yes, please come back, Prem, and read us the Indian stuff. Now it's going to be like, what is that? No steak is your friend. A well-done steak with a loaded potato. That's good eating right there. Well done. No, I'm sorry. No, your body, your choice, but no.
I don't eat steak, but I do make the best steak, because I loved steak so much for a while that I had to figure out, should I tell him the trick?
Come back another time if you want to know the trick.
Yeah, another time I'll tell the trick to make the perfect steak.
We just have to thank you for the 99-cent super sticker, Tara. Thank you for the 14 knock super sticker, Later X, and KB's for the 99-cent super sticker. Thanks so much for that. No, if y'all want to eat well done steaks, y'all can. I don't care. Oh, rare. No, that's not for me either. No, girl. No. Cooking lessons with Prim. You gonna start a cooking channel?
I have thought about it.
Do I have shoulder pain? No, I just have ADHD and we sit weird or something. I heard or something. Thank you, Maggie, for the 99-cent super sticker. No, I just, I don't know. Just, like that one kid in the class that always had to sit weird. That was me. Do you want to say anything else, Prim? Because I'm getting tired. Thank you, Maggie, for the 99 cents. Because I was already on here and I'm just like fading away.
No, I think I'm ready for bed. It's bedtime for me. We get up early, so it's bedtime.
Okay, talk to y'all later. Oh, wait, hold on. Down the rabbit hole nude. Prim prediction 2025 will be lit. Industry down.
That and the world.
And the world too. And well, that's part of the world, it's all fractals and stuff.
Yeah.
And thank you for the $2 super chat, Rabbit. Everybody go check out Rabbit. I don't know if she's going to go live tonight or not. I know it's like pretty late now, but I was expecting Rabbit to be alive. Let me go see if she covered this.
Yep.
That's
we watch Rabbit all the time. So
we do.
Go support Rabbit. Great content creator.
We love Rabbit. That's all I really had for today. In the meantime, if facts ain't defamation, and neither is reading a lawsuit, girl. Love you, mini. Goodbye.